Yo, Raider Nation, welcome to the Real Raiders Talk with Raiders Primos. It is Exacting Raider and Natural Nate. How you doing, Nate?
What's good? What's good? Good morning to everybody. It's gonna be a good
Bro,
one.
so we had a couple of news breaking out from Raiders camp. We have Nate Hobbs. He's got some work out on the outside. There's been some work, some word from Raiders camp that hey, he's battling to be with Rockin' Sin on the outside as cornerback. I really believe like, hey, Nate Hobbs could.
He's got potential.
He's got potential. What he's shown in the Hall of Fame game, he's got potential to be that outside guy. And with Trayvon Mullen, really not being reliable to stay on the field, he's been really banged
For
up
real.
with injuries. You got to
Yeah.
find that outside corner to pair up with Rockin' Sin. But in other news,
Yeah.
also Darren Waller, he's he came in the news too. Um, he was on a podcast with Bussin' with the Boys, and he talked a little bit about how in the red zone he wasn't feeling like he was utilized in John Gruden's offense. That he didn't know what he was like. He didn't know what they were doing in the red zone, which
Yeah.
I believe when I was doing research on that. Come to find out, when John Gruden came to the Raiders and he took over as a coaching, the Raiders were always like last in red zone scoring when it came to
Oh
touchdowns.
my
They kicked a
gosh. Yeah.
lot of field goals in the red zone. So hopefully, with Gruden gone, inserting McDaniels, there can be a change at the red zone scoring. Um, so today, me and Nate, we are going to be giving our schedule predictions game by game, week by week. I'm gonna pull it
Yes,
up
sir.
right. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Pull up our schedule. So here is our schedule for the 2022 NFL season. Nate, we open up. We open up week 1 against Los
hmm
Angeles Chargers. Now, this is a game that yesterday we highlighted it.
Yeah, we're both
Um,
up and on to that one.
yeah, No, yeah, we both said this is a game we are. I mean, of course, because it's week 1 too. It's week 1. Like, of course, in every
Yeah.
NFL season, week 1 is like it's like almost like the new
You have to be
New Year.
excited.
You're always excited for week 1. But we are opening at the Chargers, quote unquote, at the Chargers, and the all-time series, Las Vegas leads 67-56, and they tied twice. The last meeting, of course, we all know it was week 18 of last season, where the Raiders won 35-32 on a game-winning field goal in overtime to send the Raiders to the playoffs, and they kicked the
Sunday
Chargers
night.
out. Now the Chargers, they did build up their defense, new defense. What's up, Garrett? How's it going, man? They got linebacker Khalil Mack, they got cornerback J.C. Jackson, and linebacker Kyle Van Noy. They also drafted offensive guard Zion Johnson out of Boston College in the first round. They then went to get safety J.T. Woods out of Baylor, and then running back Isaiah Spiller. They had a couple of draft picks, but those I'm gonna just leave it with their first 3. And the last meeting, so this was last season in week 18. In that last game,
Gotta love it.
Derek Carr, in that 35-32 win, Derek Carr was 20 for 36, 186 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Justin Herbert, he had 34-64, 383 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. And man, Justin Herbert's that guy. Justin Herbert is that
For
guy.
real.
Let's talk quarterback for a second. Going into this matchup, of course, people will say Justin Herbert's the better quarterback, which is rightfully so. Even as a Raider fan, Derek Carr, he hasn't proven that he can be better than Justin Herbert. Why? Because he's inconsistent. I
Yeah.
feel Justin Herbert has been more consistent. Even though they missed the playoffs last season, they have been more consistent. Um, he has been more consistent putting up the stats. Maybe not the wins are not there, but he's put up the stats. And I know people will be like, well, you don't look at Derek Carr's stats. Well, Justin Herbert's passing touchdowns are there.
Yeah, he's
Derek
ranked
Carr,
around like
Derek
top
Carr,
5.
he had 23 touchdowns last year, and that's including playoffs. He tied, I believe, his rookie season. He had 21 touchdowns in his rookie season, and he tied that last season. I think he barely got over with 22 touchdowns. And you just in today's NFL, you can't have low 20 in touchdown passing. You got, especially with the group he has
High
now.
scoring.
Yeah, with Devontae, with Hunter, he's gonna be up there. Um, I'll leave it to you. Who are you giving the edge in to the quarterbacks? Derek Carr or Justin Herbert? Who is going to have the better game week 1?
Well, in terms of having the better game, it's at Chargers. He has home field advantage, and I know it's sad to say that they have home field advantage, but they do.
I
Um,
think it's quote home field advantage. I think Raider Nation.
yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of Raiders fans there, but like I don't know, but we never play good in that stadium. But um, in terms of like better quarterback, I feel like Herbert might like they have more like fire under their belt coming into the season, especially how it ended last season. And I feel like they added way more weapons. Eckler's just gonna ball out, so he's gonna help Justin Herbert. I feel like they end like I want them to win, obviously. You know what I'm saying. But like, why do I feel like have some doubt in some way because it's just the Chargers and they just got better and they looking for revenge, and
Yeah.
Herbert's gonna just do his rookie stuff.
And what's crazy in that game, also some more stats from that game. Josh Jacobs had 26 carries, 132 yards rushing with 1 touchdown in that game. And then Austin Eckler, he had 16 carries for 64 yards and a touchdown, but he also had a touchdown catch in that game. And I think this is where is really the difference maker. Brian Edwards, he's not on the team anymore. He got traded to the Atlanta Falcons, but he had 4 receptions, 63 yards, and he didn't have a touchdown. But now you enter Devontae Adams into the mix. Hunter Renfrow, he had 2 touchdowns in the game. Wasn't a big game. He only had 4 catches in that game, and it was 2 of those were for touchdowns. But they went to points. 2 of those receptions went to points. But now you have Devontae Adams in there who can break the top off the defense. He has all these different releases. I really believe giving Carr Devontae is going to make the team better around him. Now it's going to be on the defensive side of the ball. Mike Williams torched the Las Vegas Raiders in that game. 9 catches for $119 and 1 touchdown, and it was the touchdown at the end of the game to take it to overtime.
Yeah.
The defense has to step up in that game to stop not these weapons that the Chargers have. Also, they got Mike Williams, they
Oh
got
my
Keenan
gosh,
Allen, they
those
got
fourth
Austin
down
Eckler.
conversions.
They got they have Herbert who can run. They have a quarterback that can win. They have a running back that can be deadly on both and the run game and the passing. And then you have Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, who, if not, are a top 10 duo in this league. It's
Yeah.
really going to come down to that. Like I said yesterday in our live yesterday, the division games are going to come down to defense and in the trenches. If the Raiders can win on the offensive and defensive side of the ball in the trenches, they have a really good chance at winning this game. But then again, it's the Chargers.
Yeah, they
Um,
both got better in the
yeah, they
offseason.
both got better. That's the thing. And the in that in that game also, the Raiders won time of possession, 38 minutes and 41 seconds to the Chargers 31 minutes and 19 seconds. That's another thing that's going to be a key thing in this game is can the Raiders hold the ball, keep the Chargers offense on the sideline. If you could keep the Chargers offense on the sideline, that means you're wearing out the opposing defense. And if that defense gets tired, hey, they're powerful. That they got Jackson, they got Derwin James, they got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, all these wonderful names, Calvin Noy, but they're still human at the end of the day. They get tired. If the offense can get that defense tired, and if our defense can maybe create turnovers where they're going to have to bring that defense back onto the field, it's really those are the keys to success. But that's in a perfect world.
Yeah,
So with that being
that's
said,
right.
Nate, what are you saying here? Or is this a win or a loss?
I'm sad to say, but we will. You know what I'm saying? We'll we'll bring it back in the win column later on, but I'm saying they taken. You want me to give you the score too?
I mean, you can. I mean, it's up to you. You got to
Yeah, yeah,
score.
yeah. Yeah. I have the score 30, let's go 31-24. I have the Chargers winning.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I just don't. I just feel like the Chargers are going to come out wanting it more in Week
Yeah.
One. And from a Raiders fan standpoint, I would actually rather them lose early in the season than late
Facts.
in the season when games are going
That's
to count.
yeah.
I believe they can go into the right direction. So I do have them taking an L here, Week One against the Chargers. I'm actually going to go low scoring here. It's going to be 24-21. I believe. I
Yeah.
believe maybe Chargers win by like a game-winning field goal or something. So yeah, I got 0-1 to start off the season.
Yeah, we both got one.
Week 2 versus the Arizona Cardinals. Now the Cardinals, they're not gonna have DeAndre Hopkins in this game. Um,
They lost
they
AJ
did
Green.
add Marquise Brown. They like I said, they won't have D Hop, but they will have Rondell Moore, AJ Green, and possibly Marquise Brown. I know he's like having some legal issues right now,
Wait,
but
AJ
yeah,
Green is still in the Cardinals?
yeah.
I
AJ
thought he
Green is
got
still on
traded
the
for some
Cardinals.
reason.
They brought him back.
Uh,
And they have James Conner starting running back, and then Kyler Murray will play that game because he just signed his new 5-year deal. And then you got J.J. Watt and Buda Baker on the defense, so they got kind of a good squad around them. But and Derek Carr is one against the Cardinals in his career. I say he's going 2-1. I say this is a win. This is an ass whooping waiting to happen, especially with the Raiders
mm-hmm.
coming off of a loss against the Chargers. You know, they have all this talent, and I don't see the Raiders losing back-to-back games, especially their home opener against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an ass whooping 38-13.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. 38-13.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro.
Well, I would have to agree. They would take this dub, uh, wanting to refuel after losing the past week against the Chargers. I just don't think like Kyler Murray has talent. They have so much talent on that offense, but like for some reason, I just don't just I really don't trust him and like versing Devontae Adams and Derek Carr and like Renfro especially. You could trust Renfro like pretty much every time throwing
Yeah.
at him. And Kyler Murray, I mean, I guess that one catch that D Hop caught that in that one game was clutch, but like
Versus the Bills, and
yeah,
it was a Hail
that
Mary.
was just
They call it
crazy.
the Hail
But
Murray in
yeah.
2020.
But
Yeah,
like the fact that we're home and it's our opening home game, I feel like
they
we're
won't have
gonna
D
win
Hop.
that.
Yeah, and they won't
Yeah,
have
and
DeAndre.
no Hop. Yeah, no D Hop till like week 6, huh?
Yeah.
So
Now maybe week
yeah,
7. I think he's suspended for six games. So week
that's
7 he'll be
tough
coming
because I
back.
got him in fantasy. Um,
Yeah,
um,
you want him week 6 because he's on your fantasy. That's why you want
yes,
you want him back week 6.
I
But
want him
sorry to
back,
tell you, he ain't coming back week 6.
but that's perfect because the Cardinals don't play him after week 6 or 7, so it's perfect. Um, but yeah, I think the score will have to be coming out. I have them winning. The Raiders winning 34-27. I feel like
Ooh.
they're gonna both score. Like I feel like the Raiders are gonna score a lot. I have a feeling. It always seems like against the really good offensive teams they score a lot, but against the really bad teams they score little.
Well, yeah, I was last year. We had Gruden, so hopefully
That's
Josh
facts.
McDaniels will keep the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, but yeah, I have them
But yeah,
winning by
we
like
got
5 or something.
we got us having a win against the Cardinals, so we're 1-1, both of us right now, which is going to be moving on to week 3, Tennessee Titans, 10 a.m. game. This is our first 1 o'clock Eastern time kickoff. A lot of the Raiders have had that storm over their head that they cannot win the 1 o'clock games. When it matters. Of course, it's still early in the season, and I think it being early, it feels like we always play the Tennessee Titans week 3 now. Like it always feels like we always
Right?
play them week 3.
It always looks similar.
But with the Titans have lost some people. They traded AJ Brown to the Eagles. They released Julio Jones. Here's who they added. They added center Ben Jones, tight end Austin Hooper, tight end. They brought back Jeff Swain. They added linebacker Dylan Cole, and they traded for wide receiver Robert Woods, who played with the Rams, who's coming over to try to fill that number 1 role that
He's gonna
AJ
be
Brown
starting,
had.
right?
Huh?
Was that injury like? Is he even starting? Like this season?
With the Rams? I think he was injured with the Rams.
No, yeah, he got injured at the end of the season, right? But like on the Titans, is he? Do you know if he's
Oh, is he
playing?
gonna play? I haven't looked that up. Really, this is just projecting. Like this is projecting that he is gonna play. If he doesn't play, well then, hey, it might help. It might help the Raiders out that he's not playing. The all-time series the Raiders lead is 30 and 21. They never tied. Their last meeting was in 2019 where they looked like they were going head to head, and then the Titans just ran away with the score in the second half, winning that game 42-21. In that game, Tannehill, he was 21 for 27, 391 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Derek Carr was 25 for 34, 262 yards, 2 touchdowns with no interceptions. Henry ran right over the Raiders defense, 18 attempts, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hey, but a key stat, Josh Jacobs did not play in that game. It was DeAndre Washington who was the starting running back. 14 attempts, 53 yards with 1 touchdown.
He didn't do too bad.
This is where, because if you look at the stats, AJ Brown, 5 receptions, $153 with 2 touchdowns receiving. Our leading receiver was Darren Waller with 6 receptions, 72 yards, and no touchdowns. And that's where I have to go with this. Like the Titans lost a lot. This Titans team is going to be very different from when the Raiders first met them. And of course, our team is different from when the Titans met them. But you still got Tannehill versus Carr, and I got leave it to you. Which team do you see having a better game, and do you give the Raiders a win here?
I certainly do give the Raiders a win. They are heading into Week 4, 2-1, going off of a killer game from Darren Waller, because I have a feeling. I just have a feeling that Darren Waller is going to have a breakout game against the Titans, because anybody that plays against the Titans, they're forced to it's because you're not going to beat them by the running, to be honest. You have to beat them by throwing the ball, and Darren Waller can literally hop on and moss anybody. And I feel like he's going to get a lot of free looks. But I feel like he's gonna be the breakout player, and I think they're gonna win. I think they're gonna score around 26 to 20.
I was thinking that same exact score. I think it's gonna be low scoring.
No
cap, bro. I really was believing. I'm like 26 because it always feels like the Raiders always get some wonky number against the Titans too. Like when they play them. They get some 25 or 29, something weird. Yeah. But I think 26-20 is going to be the final score. I think Titans are going to rely heavily on the running game, and we still have questions at our defensive tackle and our nose tackle, whether it's going to be it's going to be Vernon Butler as our starting tackle. We got Crosby and Jones on the outside. Those are going to be, and we also have what's his name. Pecco. I think Pecco is going to be our starter too, next to Butler, and maybe Neil Farrell. He might, see Neil Farrell and Cleveland. They both might see some looks.
Yeah, but those middle two is
still shaky. Yeah, they might rotate those two, but I still think it's very shaky with our interior defensive line. And Derrick Henry, I mean, man, that guy is a big boy.
Yeah,
So if you can't protect the inside, I mean, he's just gonna run through, and you want him to take on those linebackers. And I mean, our line Denzel Perryman is a dog, but my goodness, he's gonna have to work to bring Derrick Henry down. But with
facts.
that being said, I still gotta agree with you. 26-20.
Yeah.
I believe the Raiders just have a better team. They're the better team,
Hmm.
and they got to try to keep up with the AFC West. During this time, you don't know. Like the Chiefs might be 3-0. Broncos might be
Yeah.
3-0. You never know. So they got to try to keep up with those AFC West teams. But speaking of the AFC West,
Oh, jeez.
we got back-to-back division games, Nate. Week 4 at Allegiant Stadium. We got Denver coming in. They added, like I said yesterday, people said it, I said it, they're a quarterback away from being a playoff contender. And what do? They go out and get their quarterback. They trade for quarterback Russell Wilson from the Seattle Seahawks. I know some friends that they don't
Wait,
like hearing that because they're Seattle Seahawks
wait,
fans.
Ed. What? I heard something happened to Tim Patrick. Like, did anything happen to Tim Patrick?
Yeah, Tim Patrick tore his ACL in training camp. So he is out for the season for Denver. So Denver's only going to be
Oh,
having Jerry Judy and not Tim Patrick,
Corn Sutton.
Cortland Sutton. Yeah, Cortland Sutton as their starting wide receivers, which is a big
Mm,
blow, honestly, to this offense. I mean,
yeah,
you
he
think
Tim
about
Patrick was.
you're going into that game. Raiders have Devontae, Waller, and Hunter, and then Denver has Tim, Jerry, and Cortland. Is basically three-headed monster versus three-headed monster, but now they're down a wide receiver,
Yeah,
which is it's gonna hurt them. Maybe not as big as people think because they still got Russell Wilson, they still got Melvin Gordon, and Jamal Williams and Cortland Sutton and Jerry Judy. They
yeah.
still
That
got
running game is. Oh my
they
gosh,
still
that
got
running game is
pieces
good.
that they can still be a good football team. And I mean Russell Wilson. I mean you got that quarterback
He
slinging it
speaks
back
for
there.
himself,
He's gonna make any receiver look good.
for real.
So they have those guys with the all-time series. The Raiders lead 69, 59, and 2 ties. Um, Another fun fact: since Derek Carr entered the league, the Raiders are 9-7 against the Denver Broncos, and they have swept the Broncos the last 2 seasons. Is this a start off to
Okay.
another sweep, Nate? Do they get a dub here?
I believe that they will lose against the Broncos.
Wow.
Yeah, I yeah. I think they're gonna lose in terms of like I don't know at home too. I don't know. There's
I mean,
not
it's at
much
Allegiant
predicting here.
Stadium, like
I know, but as I've probably told you, I have trading. I have them trading for every single AFC West team.
yeah.
But yeah, I think they lose here.
I think, bro, it's got to be
Not
another.
gonna be a blow. Not gonna be a blowout though. It's gonna be
Yeah.
close, like every other game.
Well, I think, yeah, no, these division games, they're definitely going to be closer than people think. People think they're going to get into a shootout. Maybe they might get into a shootout. I believe every division game is going to be defensive. It's going to be low scoring, under 30 points. But with this game,
Yeah, it's
it's
hard to
like,
predict the
yeah,
scoring in the AFC West.
I want to give them a win, but I can see your side of it.
Mm-hmm.
They have a run game, and the question is, can the Raiders stop the run? If the
Same
Raiders
as
can't stop the run, it's going to be a long day to really
division is
defend
so
that
deep.
offense. But we got to make Denver like the past 2 seasons we swept them. It's got to be another recipe for that this season. We got to sweep Denver.
Yep.
Denver has to be the team that is in the win column twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
So this season can't be any different. We have to beat Denver. If they lose against Denver and we have them losing against the Chargers, that means they got to go sweep the Chiefs. the Raiders have to sweep a divisional rival this season in order to make the playoffs. I feel the Raiders cannot get into the playoffs with the 3-3 record in the division. They have to get 4-2 minimal in the division, and that means you're sweeping one of the teams. And I feel they have a better chance at sweeping Denver. Can they sweep the other teams? It's possible. You never know any given Sunday. But the way I look at it and my prediction, they're sweeping Denver. They're getting a win here. It is going to be a close game. I say maybe 17-14 or 20-17, low-scoring game. It's going to be like maybe by 3 points. It's going to be very, very closer than people think. But yeah, they're going to get a win here, and they're going to go 3-1 into Arrowhead.
Okay.
So as we go into Arrowhead, Monday Night Football, hopefully it ain't cold. Hopefully it's not a cold game. So Hunter Renfrow said this a couple days ago. The Chiefs are the Chiefs. Like, the Chiefs are the kings until somebody knocks them off. They're the kings of the AFC West until somebody knocks them off. They lost Tyreek Hill, who, my goodness, glad he's gone. I am
Thank
glad Tyreek Hill is gone. He can go and deal with the
You
Patriots.
can go deal damage with the Patriots.
I know our Patriot primo, our Patriots primo. He doesn't know
He's
what
glad. He's so happy to have Hill
he's
on
so
the
happy
Dolphins
that
right
Tyreek
now.
Hill's in his division.
Yeah.
But he's out of our division. Here's who they added. They added Marquez. They added Devontae Adams' former teammate, Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and Juju Smith-Schuster. They drafted cornerback Trent McDuffie, edge George Karlaftis. I don't know how to say his last name. My gosh, that freaking last name's like, bro, what is with all these football players having like weird last names you never seen before?
They be coming from like all around the world, bro.
For real. In the second round, they got wide receiver Sky Moore, who was their only receiver that they drafted, and safety Brian Cook. Their draft, I gotta say, I agree with a lot of our content creators out there. They say they like the Chiefs draft. I hate to say it, I like their draft too. They address the defensive side of the ball because
Yeah,
they
they
know it's
needed
going
the.
to come down to defense, and they needed defense. The Chiefs lead the all-time series 70, 54, and 2. Derek Carr versus Kansas City. We seen Derek Carr. Kansas City's his kryptonite because he is 3-13 since entering the league. He is 3-13 against the Chiefs. And Mahomes, since he took the starting job over Alex Smith in 2018, he is 7-1 against the Raiders. So the Raiders have been Mahomes' bitch. Let's call it what it is, really, since he's entered the league. I hate to say it, but the Chiefs have owned the Raiders since Mahomes has taken over. Do you see them getting a win in Arrowhead, Nate?
This is gonna be a shocker, right? And you already know what I'm gonna say since it's a shocker. They will win in Arrowhead,
But losing is Denver? Hold up, but losing is Denver?
They will win in Arrowhead just like how they won last time in Arrowhead.
All right.
Really high scoring game. It's gonna like make us all pass out.
We're gonna have like get our heartbeats, like our
freaking
aspirin, get our blood pressure cuff. Man,
yeah,
hey, my dad has bad blood pressure, man. I'm gonna have to check on him when we're watching that game.
Yeah, this is gonna be that type of game, and I feel like both quarterbacks are gonna go crazy. Both offenses gonna go crazy. The defense, they're gonna look like 32 ranked defenses. But yeah, this is gonna be a shootout. The final score 36-33, a field goal win by the Raiders. 2-minute warning type stuff, you feel me? The last
It's like, bro, I want to agree with you, bro. I want, because the Raider inside of me wants to be like, oh, hell yeah.
Yes, I want to beat him
into existence. But then the reality is like, bro, we only beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead because it was 2020, bro. We had there was COVID going on. They couldn't even sell out their stadium because, bro, Arrowhead, bro, pack that stadium out. That's a tough stadium to play in.
That's why that game
It's,
to me has to be a must win.
especially Monday night. And the thing is, it
That
is a must for me. It's a must. Well, see, I have the Raiders at 3-1. So if they lose this game, it's really not biting them in the ass as hard.
mm-hmm.
But if you want the NFL to take you seriously, and you want the AFC West to take you seriously, you got to go in there and beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
You got
we
to go
need
in there
to
and beat the
win
Chiefs.
that one.
But I'm sorry to say, Nate, I do not agree with you. They're going to take a loss right here. They might, it might be 40 to 30, 35. It might 41 to 35, something like that, high scoring. But I believe Mahomes is Mahomes, man. Like, I want to go against him, but I can't because of what he's shown. But then again, he did have Tyreek. He had weapon when he came and took that starting job. He had weapons around him. So, it's going to be interesting to see what's it going to look like now that Tyreek's not there.
This
Now
is
he's
also
throwing
a
it to
test
Juju.
for
I mean,
Mahomes.
he's not. And Juju, don't get me wrong, Juju and Mardez Valdes Scanley, they're not bad receivers. They are good receivers. So it's not like he's going from Tyreek Hill to like a draft pick, or some no name that didn't even get a starting job. Like, no, he's going to guys that have proven themselves
He's
to
got
be
good
good
receivers.
wide receivers, and he's still got Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
So it's like those
he needs
freaking
to be
curl
held
routes,
above.
pitch and catch. I freaking hate those. I hate those so much. But yeah, I got to give them a loss here. They're gonna go 3-2 into the bye, which I'm not mad at. I'll take 3-2 into the bye. But the problem is 2 of those losses is divisional. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That 2 of those losses are divisional. I'll take 3-2, but though I hope those divisional losses won't bite them in the ass if that's how it goes, how the season goes. But hey, they're coming off 3-2 off the bye. They're gonna come out of the bye 3-2 against the Houston Texans at home. Bro,
If we lose,
this is Madden rookie mode right now. This
bro,
is
if
another
we
ass
lose,
whooping that is going to be taking place a day before my dad's birthday. The Raiders are going to give my dad an early birthday gift, and it's an ass whooping to the Houston Texans.
yeah, it
Bro,
better be.
41 to
It better
nothing.
be,
I'm calling it right now. 41 to nothing.
bro. I swear, if we don't win this
Put that
game,
shit in the books. 41
if
to nothing.
if we don't put that game in the win column, I don't. We shouldn't deserve. We shouldn't be in the playoffs. We don't deserve it if we don't win that game. For real.
But and isn't it weird? Like, it feels like, okay, so we circle these games that, okay, these are must wins. These are like these gimme wins. But
Mm-hmm.
we were like that last year with that Washington game, man. The Commanders game. We're like, bro, we just beat Dallas, come off a high. We like in the midst of the playoffs, bro. We ready. Let's go whoop some Washington Commander ass. And we come out and fall flat, losing 17-15. Like, bro, what? Like, it feels like the teams we should beat, we struggle against them. And I'm scared, like, is this I mean, I know it's a new regime with Josh McDaniels. We got Devontae Adams now. We got all these, leaders like and Chandler Jones and Adams and Derek Carr being the leader of the squad. That they're gonna come out firing on all cylinders. They're not gonna take crap from nobody. But I'm like hoping, please don't fall flat against Houston. This is a team you gotta treat them like they're the Chiefs. Treat them like they're the Chargers. Treat them like they're a top 10 team. Even though they might be a bottom 10 team, but maybe bottom 3. Treat them like they're a top 10 team. They're still an NFL team. And David Mills, he's going into a second year. His rookie year, he started 13 games. In those 13 games, he was 263 completions on 394 attempts, 66.8 completion percentage, 2,664 yards passing with 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, and he got sacked 31 times. Their starting wide receivers projected is to be Nico Collins, Brandon Cooks, and Chris Moore. Projected running backs, Marlon Mack, Rex Burkhead, and the Texans lead the all-time series 8-4-0. But
That's
that's
tough.
going to be 8-5 because, like I said, it's going to be ass whooping and a half,
You better
41 to
win that
nothing.
one.
Houston
We're winning
Texans,
that.
you guys are going to leave the desert sad, crying. Y'all don't even want to speak to anybody because y'all just got
Yeah.
manhandled by the Raiders.
You're about to get the
41
Chargers. You're about to get the Chargers statement. No cap.
nothing. Well, what say you? What say you, Nate? I mean, I know you say this is a win, but how you see this game shaping out?
I say we better it better be game by halftime, and if we don't have 20 points up on the scoreboard by halftime, um uh we're underperforming. No cap.
Yeah, I think will be interesting. Also, Nate, to add to that point, even if it's not even against the Texans, let's say any of these games, any one of these games, the Raiders are coming out flat in the first half. I want to
Yeah,
see if Josh McDaniels can make adjustments. That is the biggest thing I want to see because it felt like when we were winning, the adjustment was okay, we're going to go conservative. We're not going to like you're basically adjusting when you don't have to adjust. And then when they
yeah,
needed to adjust, they don't adjust. Like it's like they adjust when they do, or they adjust when they don't have to adjust, and then when they do need to adjust, they don't adjust. And it's like I
yeah,
want to see is Josh McDaniels going to adjust when he needs to adjust, and when things are working, you know, keep it. If he is going to change some things, I hope it's not, change the entire game plan. You
yeah.
know, if it's
Especially when
working,
it's working.
stick to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like to see that. So you giving them a win here? What's your score prediction for against Houston?
It'll be 30. We're gonna be in the 30s, somewhere in the 30s, probably like 35, 36 to 15.
Ooh,
15. 30
all right.
something. 30, 35, 36 to feel like 15. Yeah.
Now then after that we take a travel to the party. It's basically Vegas but Louisiana version. New
Yeah.
Orleans. And it's the day
New
before my
Orleans.
birthday. And I'm hoping, hey, can I get a good birthday
Another
present?
birthday gift.
Yeah, another birthday gift. My dad got a birthday gift. He got an ass whooping. I don't think this one's gonna be an ass whooping though. I think it's gonna be a good game. But we talked off camera about this game that it's giving me question marks
Mm-hmm.
because I did research. The
The
Saints former head coach,
defense.
the Saints' head coach, Dennis Allen, defensive minded coach. We know him. We know him all too well. He coached the Raiders from 2012 to the start of 2014 before he was let go. Derek Carr played with him those first 4 games of his season. Um, they have Jameis Winston, starting quarterback. They signed Marcus May coming over from the Jets. They signed Daniel Sorensen coming over from the Chiefs. They signed Taco Charlton, defensive end. And then 2 late pickups. They had 2 late pickups. Safety Tyrann Mathieu and wide receiver Jarvis Landry. The Raiders lead the all-time
Big
series
ones.
7-6-1. Their last meeting was in 2020. It was basically the reveal of Allegiant Stadium. Of course, there was no fans in the stadium, but the Raiders did win that first game at Allegiant Stadium, 34-24. And Derek Carr is 2-0 against the Saints that he started in 2016. The last time they played in the Dome, Nate, was 2016, where Michael Crabtree, Jack Del Rio, Derek Carr, they had the balls of steel going for it for 2. I was like, what the hell are y'all doing? Y'all can just kick the field goal. Let's go to overtime. But, hey, we know what happened. They won 35-34. It was a great season that year. It feels like it's weird because this schedule is kind of giving me, 2016 vibes. I'm not going to lie.
Hmm.
But of course, we don't want what happened.
Oh no, not 2016. No,
Yeah, we're going to, hey, knock on wood, bro. Knock on
no.
wood. But like I said, this is a question mark because the way Tyrann Mathieu knows Derek Carr, Tyrann Mathieu knows how to attack Derek Carr, and that man, He's always around the football, creating turnovers,
Yeah.
and turnovers is gonna hurt at the end of the day. But I say that, and I say that because I feel our defense is going to create turnovers too, and I believe that the Raiders are going to make more plays than the Saints. They're going to come out with the win, close win. It's going to be 24-23.
Okay. So I have them taking the dub here too. They'll be probably taking a dub for like a good while. But yeah, they're taking a dub, and I think that Jacobs is gonna have a really good game because um, I believe the Saints like get like Armstead is gone, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Armstead is gone, and they put
I think
more.
they only have like Cameron Jordan. I don't know who they have lined
Yeah,
up next to him, but Cameron Jordan is the only one that
and
comes
then
off
that
flying off
white
in my
dude,
mind.
and then that white dude. I don't know if he's on the team, but yeah, I think
That
Jacobs
white
is
dude.
gonna. Yeah, well, he was doing pretty good. I don't know his name though, but I think Jacobs is gonna have a good game, and I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I think it's gonna be probably in like the teens, 20-17. The Raiders win.
I can see that.
Jacobs is gonna have 2 touchdowns. Hopefully, we all know how red zones go, but like hopefully he gets 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards in that game. He's gonna be the MVP.
I like that. Yeah, the defensive line is Cameron Jordan, Marcus Davenport, Shai Tuttle, and David Oyamata. I don't know how to say that name. I don't know if I said it
I'm
right,
probably thinking of another. I'm probably thinking of another
but
team.
I think to tie in what you said, Nate. Um, I think Jacobs is gonna have to pop off in that game. They're
Yeah,
gonna have to get that run game started to open up the pass game because I mean we talk so much about Devontae and Hunter and Waller. We don't
that
give a lot of
backfield.
we don't get a lot of attention to Keelan Cole or Demarcus Robinson. And I wouldn't be surprised to see if Keelan Cole or even Demarcus Robinson have a good game against the Saints either, because Tyron's probably going to be bracketing Waller or maybe even helping to double Devontae. Is going to open it up for maybe Renfro or even DeMarcus or Cole. It's going to open up for those other guys in that defense. But of course, we come back to the trenches. Can Carr, it's all about this whole season is going to be on the offensive line. Can Carr get protected? And I think we'll know in week 8 against the Saints. We'll know how the offensive line is and if they can hold up to that defensive line against the Saints. I'm 5-2 right now. What record are you at? Are you 5-2 also? I think we just have different
Yeah,
losses. Yeah, you
yeah.
have a
We have
loss
the.
against.
I had them lost against the Broncos. You have them
Yeah,
lost against the Chiefs, and it switched. And
yeah.
yeah, we're 5-2
So 5-2, week 9 at Jacksonville.
on the
So they're
halfway
going.
point.
Yeah, we're at the halfway point of the season. Um, I'm a little iffy on this. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even after the Hall of Fame game, but I mean, you got to think that's backups. I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
iffy though, only because it's a road game. That's the only reason it's a road game.
Yeah.
But I want to say a win, and here's why. Trevor Lawrence turned over the ball a lot. He got 17 interceptions last year.
Mm-hmm.
He had 17. He had 17 interceptions. He did have 12 touchdowns, and he also rushed for 2 touchdowns. But I feel he's going to make still some growing pains in his second year. I think they're going to turn over the ball maybe like twice. Maybe they pick him off twice, or they get a fumble and an interception, and giving that ball back to the Raiders offense is just gonna, if you're giving Derek Carr and these weapons and Josh McDaniels more time of possession to keep your defense off the field, because I really
Yeah.
believe that's gonna be Jacksonville's strength is their defense. If they can keep that defense coming on the field, keeping them tired, and basically the Raiders offense can have their way with this defense, they can pull out a win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not going to say this is an ass whooping. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it's going to be a close game. club, maybe 31-24, like by a touchdown, or even 33-23. It's not going to be really a close game. Like it probably will be multiple possessions, but like 8 points, 10 points, something like that.
Yeah,
They're 6-2 after week 9. How about you, Nate?
I will agree, and they will continue on their win streak, going on a 3-game win streak. Um, Absolutely dismantling the Jaguars and forget about it at halftime type of game. Um,
Wow.
Hopefully, it's like that, and I just feel like the all around defense is gonna have like a decent game. Not too much of a great game because I think that the Jaguars aren't gonna really. I don't think the offense is gonna be. In my opinion, they're gonna score extremely low. Hopefully, if the defense stays consistent. If they do, then that will be the case. And I feel like our offense will be like consistently okay to like decent. So I feel like we'll get past with like a 23 like 13-14 win.
I take that. I take that. I mean, like I said, their defense is going to be the strength of their team. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised to see if that's why I went low 30s, because I feel like they're not going to get high 30s or even 40s.
Yeah.
It's going to The defense of the Jaguars is going to hold, but I just believe that Trevor Lawrence and that offense, they're going to turn over the ball too many times for that defense to really keep them in the game. That it's going to end up getting out of hand
Yeah.
late in the game. Like it could be 23-20, and the Raiders get a turnover touchdown late in the games, 30-20. It's going to get out of hand probably like that. And then after that road trip, brutal road trip, by the way, it is a brutal road
Mm-hmm.
trip. Going to New Orleans and then going to Jacksonville. Um, I hope that they stay, like they just fly from New Orleans and they fly to Jacksonville, and practice out there, um,
Yeah.
just to basically try to give the players some extra rest. Um, they come back home after this road trip, week 10 versus the Colts. Another game that I'm saying it could go either way, but I'm leaning more towards a loss here. Reason being is that this road trip is going to kill the Raiders, um, and they're going to come out in a slump. Like it's going to be one of those games where we're not used to seeing. Like we're like, bro, what the hell? Like what happened? Like,
Okay.
but not to worry. I think it's just one of those games that they just fall flat in every phase of the
Yeah.
game. And I think it's going to be a low scoring game. I think the defense is going to keep us in it, but at the end of the day, we don't get the win. 20-14 final score.
So I 2014. I like that. So I think we're at home coming back. Everybody's like, we're on a good win streak coming back home. And I feel like we like squeeze out another win on a 4-game win streak, you know.
Wow.
Somehow like yeah, and Carson Wentz. It would be Matt Ryan, the quarterback,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, they got
So
Matt
Matt Ryan,
Ryan. They got quarterback Matt Ryan. Here's their additions. Quarterback Matt Ryan, Yannick Ngakwe, of course, from the trade that we had with Rockinson. They
yeah.
did pick up cornerback Stephon Gilmore, wide receiver Alec Pierce, tight end Jelani Woods, and safety Rodney McLeod. Those are their additions that they picked up.
Okay. So yeah, I hope that Matt Ryan doesn't hurt our souls like he did when we faced the Falcons.
Oh man,
Um,
in 2020, my goodness, don't remind me.
and yeah, I hope we're gonna squeeze out a win. It's kind of not really like stopping Jonathan Taylor, but like in a team as a whole, I feel like we're gonna win. It'll be like kind of like a same game as the Jaguars, but it'll be a little bit closer. I think it's gonna be like 20. No, It'll be like 31, 33 to like
Ooh,
24, 27.
all right. Close
Mm-hmm.
game, close game. And I mean, as Raider fans, we hate those close games. You know, that always gives us a
Yeah,
heart attack. But in reality, those are the best games. You know, that you watch.
facts. Like, who wants to? I mean, yeah, you're right.
I mean, hey, I mean, we got, like I said, we got two ass whoopings early in the season. You know, Houston Texans and Cardinals. You know, we got our fair share of blowouts.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, they are taking an L here against the Colts. 6-3. Yeah, 6-3, going against Denver, and they're going to Denver, and this is late in November, so it could be another cold game. Like I said, we know how Derek is in cold games. I got the stat, I believe, here. He is, yeah. Derek Carr is 0-5 in games where the temperature at kickoff is under 37 degrees. He is 2-10 in games that are under 50 degrees at kickoff. So, you know, with these, you know, these games at Denver, at Seattle, at Pittsburgh, like, I mean, thank football gods that we're not playing the Patriots in Foxborough
Oh my gosh,
in week 15. Like, they're coming over here. But
bro.
at Denver, I mean, it's not a night game, so that's what's good, but it's 105 kickoff. You know, it's still late in the day. It's late in November. It's probably gonna be cold, but I still, like I said, they have to sweep Denver. So I'm gonna give them a win here, but because of the weather conditions that possibly could come, I say 17-14. Daniel Carlson hits a late game winning field goal.
Okay, so I'm sticking with it, and I think they're gonna have one of the best stretches that they
Yo, hold up, Nate.
I
You're cutting out a bit. You're cutting out a bit. You cut out a
what
bit.
happened? Am I
Oh, you
back?
cut out a bit. Yeah, you cut out a bit. What did you say?
I said I'm sticking with uh the 5 game winning streak, 5 game winning streak, the best streak that they've had since 2016. So they're gonna win this one somehow, some way. I have a feeling they are. Um, like around,
Well,
it'll be like
if you were to pick, like, what gives the Raiders the edge over the Broncos week 11 in Denver? Like, what's gonna help the Raiders win?
our D line. Our
All
D
right.
line is gonna stop Russell Wilson, and I just feel like I just trust Max Crosby enough to like make the plays that he needs to play in terms of clutching decision or clutch like plays, especially last week in or not week but season when we faced the Chargers. He came up with really big plays. Apart from our freaking corners in our backfield that just let them just fourth down, fourth down, fourth down, fourth down. But I feel like Crosby might really big play at the end of that game. I feel like we're gonna somehow squeeze it. Intense game,
Yeah,
I'd say. Yeah,
I mean, it's a
intense
division.
game.
It's late in the season. It's a divisional game. Games are going to
Intense.
start mattering now when it comes to the
Mm-hmm.
playoff picture. The playoff picture is probably going to start taking form around that time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I give them a win here. They're 7-3, going against
Yeah.
Seattle, week 12. You know, we know they
What's the
traded
record?
Russell Wilson. You know, they traded Russell Wilson. The additions that they made is cornerback Justin Coleman, DT Quentin Jefferson, tight end Noah Fant. This is what they got in the trade with Russell Wilson
Mm-hmm.
is tight end Noah Fant, defensive tackle Shelby Harris, and quarterback Drew Lock. We do not know who is the projected starter at quarterback, but from what I'm hearing, it is a battle between Drew Lock and Geno Smith, with possibly Geno Smith getting more of that starting role, but it's still up in the air. You know, it. I think they don't play today. They play tomorrow, right? Seattle does.
Seattle
They
tomorrow.
play. I think they played. Let me see. I think they play
Oh, I don't.
tomorrow. So I mean, we won't know. Like I said, I like watching all the games because I like knowing our opponents. So I try to stay up to date
Yeah.
with our opponents. And I think Seattle, yeah, they play. Yeah, they play Sunday. They play Sunday. They're
Yeah.
hosting. They're going against Seahawk. They're going against Steelers
Yeah.
away.
W.
Steelers, who are another team that have a quarterback, even though I believe they said Mitch. They said Mitchell Trubisky is going to be the starting quarter, or he's QB1 for right now. But again, the battle is still up in the air. They're going to rely on preseason. But with Seattle, they have questions at quarterback. They seem to be in a rebuilding situation. That they're rebuilding that
Mhm.
team. They were 32 ranked last in defense last year. Their defense since the Legion of Boom like basically disbanded. Seattle's defense has been like how ours has been in the past years.
Oh my
Like man,
gosh.
people could score on them at
They
will.
they
No reason
were
why
so
Russell.
good not too long ago too.
Yeah, and,
They
and
were
that's what's
so
crazy. Like
good.
it feels like they were like one of the top defenses in the league like not too long ago, and now for them
I
to
don't
have
know.
a bottom ranked defense is like what the hell? What the fuck happened? Like
Seattle just like I don't
yeah,
know.
they're a dumpster fire. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Now, in the all-time series, the Raiders are leading 29-26. They tied none. The
Actually,
last the last meeting that the Raiders and Seahawks had was back in 2018 in London when Seattle won 27-3. Derek Carr has not beat the Seattle Seahawks. And people will probably wonder why am I bringing up Derek Carr's like win-loss record against teams? Well, he's a starting quarterback.
yeah.
Um, the
So
NFL
it's
doesn't
gonna go
look
by how
the
he
NFL
plays.
doesn't look at wide receivers win loss against like teams. It's
Yeah.
the quarterbacks who get the win loss record. So Derek Carr has not beat Seattle at all in his career. So I feel this is going to be his first win against Seattle, and it's going to be in Seattle. And I told my dad I might want to go to that game, but then again, it is Thanksgiving weekend, so I
Oh.
might be. I got to grow up with the family,
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I'm likely
you
not going to
can't
be able
miss
to
out
make
on
that
the
game
food.
for real. I'm so
Um,
hungry right now, man. Like, man, we gotta stop talking about food. We can get off topic.
I mean,
So
I'm
yeah,
looking
so
at
they're
some
gonna.
clips.
I believe this is gonna probably be another blowout win. Maybe like not a big blowout win, probably like 27-3, 24-3, something like that. But it's gonna be a very convincing win. And they're 8-3 going against the Chargers week 13.
So I have them finishing being at the end of their winning streak after they beat the Seattle Seahawks. Caught you there. Uh huh. And then
You scared me. You scared
uh
me
huh.
for a
Uh
second.
huh. Uh huh. So they win pretty easily here. I say it might be like some type of game as like the Cardinals maybe. Not too much of a blowout like against the Texans that as we would expect, but like around the Chargers like 7, yeah, it'll be like 27 to like 10, I'd say. And I feel like
All
Carr
right.
gets his first win against his Seahawks crew that
All right.
has just
And
been canceled.
I mean, let's fast forward already to the following week,
Yeah.
hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. You said we're losing that game? We're getting swept by the Chargers?
No, I
You said
lost.
week 1 we are losing against the Chargers, right? Because week 1 it was a loss against the Chargers, and then week 13 you're
Oh,
saying we're losing too.
wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Really, bro? We're gonna wow.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, wait, wait. No. Yeah, no, 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 no. Wait, wait. Yeah. 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 I was thinking about what I thought for like the rest of the season, and then I forgot about the Chargers for a second.
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
The So you have us losing against the Chargers twice.
Rams, Chiefs, Boom, 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 boom,
Because
boom,
I
boom, boom.
honestly,
Wait, wait. Go on, go on. You go on.
because I was gonna say honestly, I mean, like if because like I said, I'm with you. Like it's weird with the Chargers and the Raiders because as bad as I want them to win week 1, I feel if we win week 1, we're not winning week 13.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless the football gods love us that much that we're sweeping the Chargers this season, but I don't see us losing against the Chargers. But if in your case, if you were to, I feel like if we were to give the Raiders the week 1 win, bro, they could easily go on a 3-game losing streak because that New England, because they will lose against the Chargers, they will lose against the Rams. That New England game is a sneaky, sneaky game that could
Oh, but I have
easily put the Raiders in a 3-game losing skid.
no. I know that. Wait, so are we on the Chargers?
Yeah, we're
Or
still on the Chargers. We're trying to decide like, is this a
oh
win or
yeah,
a
I
loss
have.
on the
That's a loss. Yeah.
So is week 1 a loss too? Like, are we splitting with the Chargers? What I'm asking, or are we getting
Oh
swept?
yeah, I did want to sweep or split, huh? I feel like I would be overrating if cause I have it scheduled to where I would go 12 and 12-4.
You mean 12-5,
I'm tripping right now.
bro? 17 games, bro. 17 games.
So okay, so that would be because I was thinking, yeah. Wait, did I win or lose on the first game? That was a
You
loss, right?
you said loss
Yeah, that was
for
a
week
loss.
1. Yeah,
So
you said
yeah,
loss
let's
for week
go.
1.
Let's go win. Yeah, since I
Okay,
was
so
gonna.
you're gonna
Yeah,
say win
that's a
for
dub.
week
That's a dub.
13.
That's a dub.
Well, okay.
That's a
What
dub.
am I? One. I got us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm 8-3, right? I'm 8-3.
Yeah, I'm 10-2 right now.
Dang, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm 8-3. The Chargers. I feel like it's a revenge game for us from that week 1 loss. We're not losing to the Chargers twice. We're not getting swept by the Chargers because the Chargers are the
Mhm.
Chargers. And I told this to you off camera. I said the Chargers have issues with injuries. It feels like every single season. They always have issues with injuries. So I feel like this is late in the year, and I feel like they're gonna probably have some injuries now. If they don't, I still think they're gonna have a they're gonna be able to prepare for a healthy Chargers team. Reason being, it's late in the season. They got more film on the Chargers. What they scheme. And Josh McDaniels. I was watching Good Morning Football today, and Josh McDaniels, he loves mismatches. He loves to get his guys mismatches, and I believe that Week 13 game is likely going to be a game of chess between Josh McDaniels and Brandon Staley, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be how am I gonna get Devontae on a mismatch? How am I gonna get Hunter on a mismatch? And I believe Brandon Staley is gonna be the same way. He's gonna be like, how we're gonna guard Devontae. You got an offensive minded coach going against a defensive minded coach. It's gonna be a very great chess match week 13 against the Chargers. But I have them winning a tight one, a close game, 21-20, with the Raiders getting a last second touchdown to win the game.
By who?
Hey, you already know, bro. Devontae Adams, bro. no,
Bro,
I
that
honestly,
would be so good.
no,
That
honestly,
would be.
I feel like it could be anybody, but I predict, of course, it's going to be a Derek Carr passing touchdown. Hey, hey, one if Derek Carr runs for a touchdown for a game, bro, I'm losing my shit, bro.
Uh,
I will lose my shit.
either of those, bro. A Devonte Adams catch, bro, to win the game.
He just
That's all I
mosses
want,
J.C. Jackson in the corner.
bro. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
my
JC,
god.
you didn't want to come to the Raiders. Now you're getting mossed.
That would be just beautiful. That would
So
be our
I'm
new
at
intro.
9-3 right now. You're at 10-2.
Yeah.
All right. So Thursday night, short week, week 14, Los Angeles Rams, defending Super Bowl champions. They got majority of their team coming back, but they did upgrade and a couple of spots. They got wide receiver Allen Robinson, left tackle Joseph Noteboom, center Brian Allen, and linebacker Bobby Wagner coming over from the Seattle Seahawks. They did lose Von Miller, but I feel Bobby's just probably going to fill that void. They lost cornerback Darius Williams, nose tackle Sebastian Joseph Day. I don't think those are really heavy losses to the Rams. If anything, I feel like they got better on their defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
And the last meeting was in 2018 when the Rams visited Oakland and they won 33-13. That was by far Derek Carr's worst game in his career. By far Derek Carr's worst game. And again, this is another team Derek Carr has not beat. He's 0-2 against the Rams in his career. And the game before that was back in his rookie year where we got blown out, shut out, 52-0 when they were in St. Louis. And bro, both of his career worst games came against the Rams. And I'm sorry, this might be another one. This might be another one.
I think we're thinking the same way, brother.
Like, this might be another career game for Derek Carr, but not in the good way. And so Raider Nation, prepare yourself.
At Rams.
Yeah, it's at Rams. And the thing is, the Rams got a better fan base than the Chargers do. So yeah, Raider Nation might show out, but my goodness,
the
Rams are good, bro. Maybe not even good. They're great. Aaron Donald, man, like that man is a monster. And with our question marks,
rest in peace, the O-line, bro.
Bro, with our question marks at offensive line, Aaron Donald is gonna eat, bro. And I'm scared for Derek Carr, unless Josh McDaniels has a good game plan going into that game.
He better put pads on
man,
everywhere.
They are going. It's a short week. You got the defending champions. They're taking a loss. It's gonna probably be like 20-10, 20-6 that we just cannot score. It's one of those games that we probably won't be able to really score that much.
Probably like three field goals.
Yeah, 3 field goals, maybe 20-9. But yeah, I see us taking a loss here, 9-4.
Yeah. Yeah, I see them taking a loss. Everybody's got to wear like as much pads as they can on the O-line, Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, anybody that's coming through the backfield, because Aaron Donald's going to hurt somebody. And yeah, I'm scared for that, man, Derek Carr, man. It's going to be something like that. It'll probably be like 24-9. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Carlson's going to get his little fantasy points going.
Hey, for real, whoever has Darren Carlson in the fantasy, bro, week 14, that's when you start him.
Yeah, he's going to get 3 field goals. That's probably my prediction. That's the only points we're going to get. Yeah, we're going to lose.
No, yeah, that's gonna be a lose. I think I'm gonna make sure I take a shift in my job to work that night. I'm probably gonna do that. Like I said, the Raider in me, it hurts saying that, but it's like, man, these are the defending Super Bowl champions.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have majority of their team coming back from that Super Bowl win. And we're on the up and coming team. Like, I don't think we're ready for like a team like the Rams. We're not ready.
Yeah.
Like, could we get there? Yes, but this season we're not there yet. So that's gonna be a loss. 9-4. You're at 10-3, right?
Yeah.
You're 10-3. All right. You're 10-3. I'm 9-4, and I'm gonna agree with the guy that we watch, Docs, Graphic Raider.
Yo,
we ain't losing another game.
Ed?
Week 15, week 16, week 17, week 18, those are all wins.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh. Yes, we're good. Oh my gosh, bro.
But yeah, I'm gonna agree with the guy that we watched when I watched his.
Oh my gosh, we better win this one.
Man, he said we not losing another game. I agree with him. We are not losing another game. We beat the Patriots, we beat the Steelers, we beat the Niners, we beat the Chiefs. That Patriots game, I'm going to that game, by the way. So I hope I see any Raider Nation out there. I know I'm gonna see a lot of them out there. It's gonna be Josh versus Bill, McDaniels versus Belichick.
That's a
Former
W.
offensive coordinator for the Patriots, inviting his former coach to our house, the Death Star, Allegiant Stadium. And the Pats, they brought back a familiar face in Malcolm Butler, but I don't think he's going to be a starter. They got wide receiver Ty Montgomery. They did bring in wide receiver Devontae Parker, who did have
He's good.
some good years in with the Dolphins. But sadly to say, Patriots, y'all got the wrong Devontae.
That's tough, and that is true.
Like, they got the wrong Devontae. They did bring over safety Jabril Peppers and then linebacker Mac Wilson. They do have Devin McCourty returning, who, I mean, let's give respect where it's due. That boy is one of the top safeties in the league.
Oh,
And
geez.
just today, breaking news today, actually, running back James White retired after
Actually,
coming back to
bruh,
the New England Patriots. He retired today. He's hanging up
James
the
White.
cleats, so he would not be active with the Patriots during that game, unless for whatever reason he decides to come back.
I
The
had him like two.
departures. This is funny because two of them is on our team. Brandon Bolden, Jacoby Johnson, or Jacob Johnson, who's they're both with us, and then J.C. Jackson, who's with the Chargers. The all-time series, the New England Patriots lead the series 25, 15, and 1.
Who would
Their last
imagine?
meeting was back in 2020 in Foxborough, where the Patriots won 36-20. This is another team, Nate. This is another team that Derek Carr has not beaten. He is 0-3 against the New England Patriots, playing them 3 times in his career. Um, I feel that, like I said, they're gonna beat the Patriots. But it is Belichick. Belichick's always gonna have a game plan going into the page going into that game. He's gonna have he knows what Josh does. He knows Josh's offense, but it's gonna be interesting to see what mismatches is Josh gonna create. What game plan is he gonna create with the Patriots? Like, he knows Belichick knows him. What is some things that he's gonna show to Belichick that he's not seen? This is gonna be a very interesting game, and I'm excited to see that live on Sunday Night
That,
Football. But they're gonna get a win here. It's going to be 24-20. Another last second game winning touchdown by our Raiders to take the win. 24-20. They're going to take that win.
please, for the love of God, Raiders, you need to win this game for so many sakes.
Because we
For
got
so
Patriot
many
Primo,
sakes.
in our ear.
We have
He's going to be talking mess.
so many reasons you need to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons is that this will be uh, your second to last win in my yeah, this will be your second to last. No, actually, no, scratch that. You just need to win this game in regardless. All right. So I have a feeling, yes, they are going to win this game. Um, I just feel like we have a better receiving core. Uh,
Agree.
Mac Jones versus Derek Carr. That's a good question. I mean, Derek
I'm
Carr,
taking Derek all
obviously.
day.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm
Derek
taking.
Carr.
I gave Derek crap last season that I would take Mac Jones is outplaying him last season. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, a rookie quarterback is outplaying a 8-year vet. Like, this is crazy. But I still take Derek Carr over Mac Jones.
Yeah. With his weapons, I'm going to take Derek Carr and the overall offense. I feel like they're going to do
Bro,
better.
we like this. We like that. Fat Dub.
Bro,
Yep.
yes,
We like that.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Fat Dub
W.
against the Patriots.
W. Garrett. W. Garrett. And
For
yeah,
real.
we need to win this going. The score will be something high. Well, since like the last time they beat us 36-20, what? Yeah, 36
Yeah,
20.
36-20.
We're going to beat them 33-23.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be
Uh
like a touchdown.
I like that. I like that high scoring game, but not really high scoring. Um, I don't know why. I'm gonna like a 24-20 outcome only because I like defense. I like defense. And Sunday Night Football, they're gonna try to put on a show. Now we got Week 16 at Steelers. Like I said, I already said it's gonna be a win. The Steelers, they brought in quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, wide receiver George Pickens, and linebacker Miles Jack. Like I said, they have Mitchell Trubisky at QB1 on their depth chart, but it's still an open competition. Um, I would not be surprised we see Kenny Pickett, the rookie quarterback, at this time. It's Week 16. It's late in the
Yeah,
season. Hey, who knows? Steelers season might be over. Like at that point, they might try to just be spoilers. So they might just throw Kenny Pickett in for the fucks of it and be like, man, fuck, we're shit in this season.
yeah. We'll just get
You
ready for
know,
next season.
yeah, we got to get him ready for next season. Um, like I said, it's a 8:20 Eastern time kickoff, or it's at 5:15. Um, I expect it to be a cold game, and like I said, Derek Carr doesn't play well in cold games, but I believe
Yeah,
they have a better. We have a better team. Our run. This is another game that Josh Jacobs is gonna tear off. He's gonna run. He's gonna open up the passing game with the running his running ability, and he might even be getting involved in the passing game too. And I mean, we've seen in the Hall of Fame game, Josh Jacobs likes to call screen pass. Josh McDaniels. He called a lot of screen passes in that game, and they opened it up for Amir Abdullah, for Zeus, and even Jacobs. There was a couple plays in there that he tried to get Jacobs involved in the screen game. But yeah, this is going to be another game. It's basically not a blowout, but it's a game where from start to finish, you know who's winning the game.
yeah.
Raiders win 24-3.
That's a good. I like that. I like that. Uh, on my end, they will win this one. And do you remember how like the game against the Browns last season, or the was it
Oh
last
yeah,
season?
it was a
It was
16-10,
really
I believe we
really,
won. It
yeah,
was low
yeah,
scoring.
something like that. Yeah, low scoring, something like that. I believe it'll be the same score as that, or and how that game was low scoring, because both teams are really no, both defenses are really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
that's
gonna
true.
not let. Yeah, I like the Steelers defense. Obviously, T.J. Watt, Mika
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick. They have a good core.
It's like I like that too. I like the defense. I just believe that again, this is gonna become 24-3 reason for the turnovers. I think
Yeah,
Steelers are gonna make more turnovers. Um, they're gonna make more mistakes than plays, really. Kenny, like I said, I expect to see Kenny Pickett being the starting quarterback in that time, and he's a rookie quarterback. He's gonna have growing pains, unless he pops off for whatever reason. um,
yeah,
but you rarely see that in the NFL. So yeah, Kenny Pickett, he's gonna probably have like 2 interceptions, and like I said, they're gonna give this offense more possessions, and with more possessions equals more chances to score.
yeah,
So yeah, they're gonna win that game. And then this is where our friend Garrett Parker, if you guys don't know, this man loves the 49ers. And I'm sorry to break your heart, Garrett, but like I said, Raiders taking a dub here. There's no way in hell that we're losing this game to the broke injury 49ers that it's going to happen. They got Trey. Now, I like that we're doing this prediction now because Trey Lance is quarterback one. I'm glad they did that because when the schedule did come
and
out, the Niners did it. We didn't know who was going to be quarterback one for the Niners. So the Niners
they
have Trey Lance at quarterback one.
they also have Debo Samuel at wide receiver one, running back one, O line number one,
Head coaching
safety
too.
number one,
Bro, they
fullback
got.
number
Hey, I
one.
heard they're cloning Debo Samuel so he could be the fans in the stands because they can't even sell out a home game.
Bro, yo, they have. Oh, they added a new head coach. His name is Debo Samuel. Y'all didn't know. But
Oh,
yeah.
bro. Oh, really? Oh,
Oh
oh,
my
really?
gosh.
Bro, Garrett's bringing
Okay.
out his own score prediction. Yo,
Oh my gosh. So you think the Debo Samuels have it in them? Okay. Uh,
He's saying nah. Well,
okay. Bold prediction.
let me spit out some facts for you. Here's the additions. The additions the Niners added to their roster: cornerback Darqueze Dennard, wide receiver Ray McLeod, cornerbacks Jason Verrett and Charvarius Ward. Now the Raiders know Charvarius Ward very well. And oh, this is your score prediction. This is a score
20 to
prediction.
10. Oh, he
20 to
changed it. He
10.
got kinder.
He got Kiner. He gave us 10 more points. You're so nice.
Oh,
But the Raiders know Trevor Ward very well. And you know who knows Trevor Ward very well? Hunter Renfrow.
oh my
Hunter
gosh.
Renfrow
Those
knows
his
Trevor
ankles.
Ward very well by putting this man on some skates in the Sunday night football game. Even though we got our asses blown out, Hunter Renfrow put homeboy on some skates.
Bro, and it'll be winter?
I expect no different in against the 49ers. Now, quarterback Trey Lance, he will be starting for the Niners. You know, he played 6 games and he started 2 games for the Niners. In those games that he played in, he was 41 for 71, 603 yards passing, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He did rush for 38 attempts, 168 yards, and one touchdown. The all-time series between the Niners and the Raiders is tied at 7-7-0, with the last meeting being back in San Francisco back in 2018, where the 49ers blew out the Raiders 34-3. That was the game Nick Mullins outshined Derek Carr, and Derek Carr is 1-1 versus the 49ers. I see this game, it's not being a blowout. It's going to be a close game. I think Trey Lance is going to really utilize his legs against our defense. But I believe Derek Carr, surprisingly, he's going to utilize his legs too to extend plays. And that's where Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller and Devontae Adams, they're going to become dangerous if Carr buys more time. I mean, we've seen it in Green Bay. When Aaron Rodgers bought more time for Devontae Adams, it became more dangerous for Adams to get open. And 9 times out of 10, he got open like when you can't guard Devontae for 8 seconds or 10 seconds. It can't go that long. And if Carr's getting that type of protection, it's gonna be a nightmare for Treverius Ward or whoever is guarding Devontae Adams. Really, my prediction is gonna be 28-24 Raiders over the Niners.
Okay. I like that.
What do you see, Nate? How's this game going on?
So on New Year's Day, the only firework that's gonna be shining bright is Devonte Adams, and Devonte Adams. Actually, no, the 2 fireworks will be Hunter Renfrow and Devonte Adams because there will be some ankles that we will need to head to the ER after this game because you know what I'm saying. Like he said, good game.
I know he's like, or good game. It is going to be a good game. I mean, it's going to be a good game for us. I don't know about you, but you know.
But yeah, there will be some ER trips after this game. Probably halftime. They like start, you know what I'm saying, ooh, in the first, drive or so. But yeah, they will take this win.
What will be your score prediction?
The score prediction, it will be 27-21 Raiders at home on New Year's Day.
You know what I can see? I can see like maybe the defense makes a stop.
Yeah.
You know, Niners need a touchdown to win the game, and you know they need to stop, and they get it. You know what, Garrett? We like that energy too. We like that energy too.
Come on.
Like, bro, you acting like you play for the team.
Deebo Samuel.
Man, well, you gonna get Deebo Samuel on us? Because he does everything. He does everything. All right, week 18. We're finishing the season off with the Chiefs, and I'm gonna have a surprise here. Like I said, I had us losing week 5 against the Chiefs, but here we're not losing against the Chiefs. A surprise. We beat the Chiefs for the AFC West crown. This is gonna be the AFC West championship right here. Chiefs at Raiders. Yeah. And the Raiders beat the Chiefs to win the AFC West crown. And it's gonna be a shootout, 41-38, last second field goal. Or no, not a last second field goal. 41-38.
Yeah.
It's going to be a touchdown by the Raiders.
Huh.
It's going to be a game-winning touchdown by the Raiders. And it's going to be Derek Carr to Devontae Adams. I'm calling it right now. They're going to
Oh,
take
gotta love it.
They're going to win the AFC West crown for us at 13-4. We beat the Chiefs. 13-4, AFC West champions, 2022.
So I actually have this, like, I have it traded to where we win week 5, but we lose here. In
What record are you at, Nate? Hold on. Sorry to cut you off. What record are
if
you
I
at?
lose here, I'll be at 13-4.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Oh, so I feel like, yeah, if we're 13-3, we might just like bench our starters, really.
Yeah.
It's like who's to say 13-3 hasn't already clinched the AFC West crown? Or
Facts.
now the thing is, do you think we already
or like
clinched
number 5 spot?
Yeah, do you think we already clinched the AFC West crown? Because I feel like even if we clinched a playoff berth, if no one has clinched that AFC West crown, if it's coming down to that Week 18 matchup, I don't see the Raiders sitting their starters.
Yeah.
So do you think it would be for the AFC West crown, or is it just, well, we're already in, like, let's bench our starter?
I feel like it would be like, because like it depends on also like, I don't know. It'll just depend on like Josh McDaniels on if he wants to go big or go home, if he's that type of mentality.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about that. But I have them losing.
So they'll be 13-4.
Yeah.
Hey yo. That is a really bold prediction right there.
That's a very bold prediction right there. So 49ers is going to somehow fight their way through the wild card through the first.
I mean, hey, they did it last year, but it's because they had Deebo Samuel.
Bro, facts. And Deebo Samuel too.
So with the Chiefs,
yeah,
Nate,
they lose.
you say we're losing. We're 13-4. Do you think like we win the AFC West crown, or is 13-4 getting us a wild card spot?
I say F the wild card. We're winning the crown.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like I would go big or home too, because the Chiefs, if they're also in that position, I don't remember Andy Reid playing Mahomes.
He did last year. He did, but it was because they had to win the AFC West crown. That was why.
Oh, okay. So
we got 5 viewers in the chat. We got 5 people watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. We're talking Raiders schedule right now. We are just finishing up. We will then go into our preview for the Vikings Sunday. Right now, Nate is discussing our Chiefs game. That is the last of the season. And he has us losing. But we're both at 13-4, Nate. I think 13-4 still gets them into the playoffs.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it gets them to the playoffs. It doesn't. Even if they don't win the AFC West crown, I think they get into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a good predict.
With that being said, hey, we got football this Sunday.
Facts, yes, sir.
We got football this Sunday. Previewing the Vikings. Kickoff is at 1:25 p.m. Me and Nate will be live during that game. Before, during, and after the game, we will be live, breaking down the pregame. What are we looking forward to? And then during the game, we'll give you guys some play-by-play.
Yeah,
of course, we're not going to be streaming it.
Yeah, we'll have like the play-by-play. Like, I think some people.
Yeah, I can bring it up like on ESPN or something, or even on Raiders.com.
Yeah,
I can do it. Um, but let's preview it. So, what to look for? I'll start with you, Nate. What are you looking for? And
I'm
against the Vikings this Sunday.
I'm looking for the same thing that we saw during the Jaguars game, which is
Hold
a
up, time
hundred.
out, bro. Hold on, Garrett, bro. What are you 16-2? Like,
Yo,
first of all, that's not a record that can be possible. Let's start with that.
yo, is you
But
good,
who
my
is that
guy?
for?
Bro, this boy really look.
Hey,
He said something else. He said 49ers 16-2.
bro. Okay. Time that out. So 16
You
and
know
2.
what,
Do you mean 14-2? Or not 14, 15-2?
bro? I
This
want
man said 49 or 16-2. I think he means 15-2. Bro, what are you like smoking right now? There's no way
bro.
the Niners
He must be on something.
are going 15-2. No way.
He must be on something, bro. I swear.
So yeah, Nate, what are you looking for against the Vikings Sunday?
Yeah. So as I was saying, I was looking for the same thing that we saw from the Jaguars game, which was 110% throughout the full game. Like no matter what, if we were like up by like 10, a touchdown, more than 10, we were still going 110%. And that's what I liked. That's what I liked from our young guys. And I want to see like who like especially against I mean, I wouldn't say the Vikings defense is like mid
And they're gonna
kind
have
of.
like their second string, third string
Yeah.
guys too. So
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing the O line, see what they got, because we only got like people that like we don't really know for sure, like for like three spots on the O line, and
yeah,
we're still looking. And then especially the corners too. I'm mainly looking at defense, and then like a couple of wide receivers like Demarcus Robinson. I want to see how he is, and then another person. What's his name?
Tyron Johnson, Keelan Cole,
Yeah, Keelan Cole. That's his name. I want to
even
see.
even even Mac Hollins too. Mac Hollins is another one that I'm looking forward to seeing. He only had one target in that game, and um, I want to see more of Mac Hollins. Like get him more involved. Really, what I'm looking for is, like you said, the offensive line to show up again. I'm mostly highlighting Dylan Parham. I want to see how he does in our guard spots. He's
Mhm.
the backup to John Simpson right now at the left guard position on the depth chart. But there might be, in case injuries happen, and especially on the offensive line
Yeah,
side of the ball, I want to see do we have depth on the offensive line of the ball. We have, even Jermaine Illuminor, who's another guy who's going to be backing up Lester Compton Jr. I want to see how do they show up. I want to see that left side, which is going to be Dylan Parham. It might even be Illuminor in the tackle position. Even Parham taking center, um, some reps at center. I want to see can they keep it going? Can they be consistent?
yeah,
Not have one game a week ago and then they come and they can't block for a shit on the shingle.
yeah.
They can't
So
block a grandma. That's what I want to see. So, and really their pass protection. That's what I want to see. See that get better. I want to
yeah,
see can they keep Stidman or Garbers or even Mullins up? Can they keep them up right? Get their feet set so they can get take those. I want to see shots downfield either. They got to take those shots downfield. That's another thing that I want to see. And a lot of people were asking. Even my dad was asking me if the starters are going to start. I don't think the starters they're
yeah.
gonna they're gonna start.
I don't want
I don't
Jacobs
think I
or
don't think Josh McDaniels is gonna play a lot of starters. That we might see like maybe Nate Hobbs, maybe
yeah,
Jonathan
some of
Abram,
those.
maybe some of these guys that really haven't proven themselves to
I want to
Josh.
see. I want to see. I want to see Devon Diablo. I just want to.
Yeah,
I love watching him. I want to see him get more reps.
I want to see him get reps just to get ready for the season. Really,
Yeah,
like not really this
because
guy.
like he's still
He
like a
has to prove it.
beginner.
It's more like he needs to
I'm
get those
so high
reps
on
in.
Diablo.
Like I said, I don't. Maybe next week. Maybe next week against the Dolphins, we might see our starters. because usually, the NFL, the dress rehearsal, they usually do it the second to last preseason game, where they dress all the starters, and some teams do play their starters for like one quarter. So maybe
Yeah.
we might see our starters. Not 100% sure. Um, and on the defensive side of the ball, like I said, what I'm looking forward is to see Nate Hobbs. I'm
Mhm.
hearing really good things about him in camp, playing the outside, and I want to see how he does if he does play against the Vikings. I couldn't find anything to see if he was playing, but if the Hall of Fame game showed any indication that he's going to play this preseason, I'm excited to see if he could lock down for a second straight week on on being on the outside, following their number one receiver.
Yeah.
Um, and
It's a good
also,
matchup.
so I will ask you this: what do you expect to see versus the Vikings? What are some things you're expected to see that you want to see?
Yeah. I just want to see consistency. I want to see I want to see the backup. Zamir White. I want to see
Yep.
him. I want to see him play for sure because we're both high on him. Um, yeah, that's a big one that I want to see consistency throughout, and also the play calling. I want to see how if the play calling just is for good one week and then terrible the other week. I don't want that
Yeah.
consistency throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
No, that's the main thing. I mean, even going to the regular season, consistency is the big thing. I mean, we talked about consistency with Derek Carr, and that's the one thing he lacks is consistency. He's inconsistent. One week he throws for 300, over 300 yards, maybe three touchdowns, four touchdowns, and the next week he can't do anything. He's throwing for 100 yards and doesn't even throw a passing touchdown. And it's, stuff like that. So I am looking forward to that
Yeah.
too. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting consistency from Josh McDaniels, but I am expecting also difference in play calling. I'm
Hmm.
expecting to see some more screenplays, but I'm expecting to also see more spread offense, like more three wide receiver sets, maybe four receivers out there to really spread this offense out and to really take shots downfield, try to really stretch the field, keep the defense honest. Of course, Josh isn't going to really show a lot from what he has going into the regular season, but that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting to him to really try some plays out to stretch the field. Really, not maybe not for Devontae, but for these guys, for like Tyron, for Demarcus. Like maybe, hey, if this play worked in the preseason, we're gonna try it in the regular season with Tyron or with Demarcus to try to feed them the ball. Because at the end of the day, this is what Josh McDaniels likes to do is mismatch. Like we said, he likes to get mismatches in his offense. So I
Oh,
believe he's gonna try to maybe use some plays, try them out on Sunday and see if they work. Um, another
facts.
another thing I'm expected to see is defense, like you hit on. Patrick Graham, he likes to play in this 3-4 defense. I want to see more of Tyree Gillespie. I already said Nate Hobbs, but it's mostly Tyree Gillespie, Amik Robertson, mainly our secondary, our
Yeah, the secondary, third stringers. Yeah.
like I want to see how they do in coverage. He likes to play zone coverage a lot, and it looked like it worked in the Hall of Fame game. There was a lot of
Yeah.
plays that could have been interceptions. I want to see our secondary come down with interceptions because
Hmm.
turnovers are going to be a big key going into the regular season. And it seems Patrick Graham playing this 3-4 defense, playing coverage, zone coverage, not man. He leans more to zone coverage. I like that because it seemed like in the Hall of Fame game, he put players in position to make plays. Now it's up to those players to make those plays, and I want to see those plays happen Sunday against the Vikings. Um, let's throw one more prediction, score prediction versus the Vikings. How do you see this playing out, Nate?
So this is at home, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
is that
this is at
Allegiant?
home. This is gonna be wild, whether it's a preseason game or not. Um, I am picking us to win. I'm gonna go with a really risky 27, because I mean, backup stringers, not really, you know. the best of the best. I'm gonna go with like a 27 score to like 23 or 20 against the Vikings. Something
Yeah,
simple.
I'm gonna go with it's gonna. I want to go 27 also, but I think they're gonna probably not do a lot as they did in the Hall of Fame game. Better, it is a better defense, run stopping wise.
Oh yeah.
So I believe it's gonna probably be like a 23-20 win, maybe 23-17. This defense, I still want to see more.
Hmm.
Before I start believing that okay, there's gonna be a low scoring game. So yeah, 23-20 or 23-17. That's gonna be the score. But hey, Nate, anything else you want to add before we head out?
Um.
You're, we're
Going with
cutting, we're
15
cutting
or
out a bit. We're
2.
cutting out a bit.
Oh, am I back? Am I
Oh,
back?
you're good. You're good now. You're good now.
All right. So yeah, your things are not going 15-2. Stop the cap. And yeah,
Real
that's all I
Garrett,
got
stop the cat.
for real.
Raiders.
Raiders, yes sir. And then yeah, and then tomorrow. Wait.
Tomorrow. So like I said, our next live will be Sunday. I haven't got the timeout figured out. Maybe like 12:30, about like 30 minutes before kickoff. Maybe 12:45. I know it's a weird time, but
Mm,
they're kicking off at a weird time. Even 1 o'clock, we could go. We could go live at 1 o'clock, 20 minutes before the game, and give our
mm,
insights.
yeah.
Follow us on the Instagram. It's Raiders_Primos to keep up with everything Raiders and also know when we go live. Also, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, spread the word out, and hit the bell so you guys can get notifications when we go live and when we post something up. But other than that, as always, go Raiders!
All right.